So to start off, I love this movie. I would probably put it on the same tier as the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. I love that movie. I consider the first movie, Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, like on the same level as Spider-Man 2. Like Spider-Man 2 is still my favorite live action Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man 1 is like is pretty close to that because it's so good. It's so fucking good, bro. Brand New Day is like somewhere on that level. It's like on the same level as the first one, not quite as the second one, but like on the definitely on the same level as the first one. Like it's so good. It's so freaking good, bro. So many things they got right, especially for Peter. Man, it's just peak Spider-Man. Everything was just right with him just taking on everything all by himself like Spider-Man usually does. The whole, lesson though throughout the movie is he has to learn to not do everything by himself, like it's just too much. Oh yeah, I should probably say that. Spoilers. Okay, this is a spoiler. I don't know if it's like kind of like a review, is more like a discussion. I just want to talk about the movie, but spoilers. I'm gonna be talking about scenes in detail because I just got back home from watching it. So there's a scene in the movie where it literally just flat out says that because of all the stress, because of everything that he's going through, his body is mutating. His arachnid blood, his radioactive blood is starting to heighten or just evolve basically and change him. You got to take time to take care of yourself. He's just not doing that. Basically, there's a whole montage where he's taking down multiple of his villains, his rogues gallery and all that stuff. It was really cool. It was like at the beginning of the movie, it was really good. At the end of every like scene, he comes back home and he's just exhausted and angry and sad and just and he's just constantly looking at his phone, like keeping up with like what Ned and MJ has been up to and all that stuff. It's like a whole montage, like him just watching them going through college without him. Basically, he's just alone. You feel that, bro. It's so strong. They did so well. He's just all by himself, just taking on everything. That's just Spider-Man, bro. He does it because he wants to protect everybody. He doesn't want nobody to get hurt because of him again. In the past movie, No Way Home, with his Aunt May, they kind of, in a way, they turned Aunt May into Uncle Ben and Gwen Stacy. Like they combined the both of them. Green Goblin taking out Gwen Stacy, but also like with Aunt May giving him the with great power comes great responsibility. So they just kind of like they just combine those two moments from the like with Uncle Ben and Gwen Stacy, like which really are significant moments in Peter Parker's life and the Spider-Man lore and everything else. It hit him. It changed him. It turned him the way he is. It shows that is a constant reminder. Like Aunt May is a constant reminder. What keeps him grounded. It's the reason why he is immune to the antagonist of the movie, who is revealed to be Jean Grey. Very, very powerful mutant. X-Men loved her. She was great. Very, very powerful scenes with her. Man, that scene, the VMAX scene, bro, when they caught her and she realized like what they did. Holy shit, dog. That scene was just so raw when it showed like what it meant the whole time. I was just like, oh, that's so evil. That's so horrible. It was such a heartbreaking scene, bro. It hit me so hard. Yeah, with Aunt May, the reminder for Peter, it served as a great thing for the antagonist as well. That lesson that you can't, go through all of this alone. That's just the whole lesson of the movie and everything else. All very, very beautiful. There's so many moments where Peter is just, just starting to learn that he has to like learn that. I'm just saying all the stuff that I like first, and then I'm going to go into the stuff that I don't like, or maybe I don't like, but just I wish was different. All the things that I like about the movie, like the story wise, the lesson and everything else, it was so good, so beautiful, so many good scenes with him and MJ, Tom and MJ and everything. It was just so emotional. They really took the ending from No Way Home. Like that scene between him and MJ, Tom and Zendaya they were just wonderful in that scene, bro. It really hit. Yeah, man. Also just the action, holy shit. Hands down, without a doubt, no debate. Just this is the best we've ever seen live action Spider-Man. This is the best we've ever seen this nigga fight, bro. The choreography is the best. This is the best we've ever seen. Like the fight scenes, he does some shit straight out of this game and the first game too. Like it's just so many good fight scenes, bro. They fucking masterpiece, masterclass. The effects, the swing scenes. I would still give the swinging to the Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 still got the best swinging scenes. I feel like that's, I guess, like a minor negative for me. Like I wish we got more scenes where he was just swinging around, just doing just more Spider-Man swinging shit, you know. But the fight scenes though, the action, just perfection, bro. That's peak fucking Spider-Man. That's, man, he was just flipping everybody, webbing them the walls and everything else. When they about to fall off a building, he just webs them and everything. He's saving everybody, but just like he's just knocking them motherfuckers out, bro. It was crazy. It was great. I loved every ounce of the action, bro. The story, the emotion, the core, the lessons, they got all that right. All that shit really good. This is where we get into the negative part, or just not really negative, but just stuff that I wish that just bugged me throughout the whole movie. That the thought just nagged me. Why wasn't Black Widow Black Cat? Why wasn't Bruce Banner Kurt Connors? Why the fuck are y'all doing damage control again instead of Oscorp? I'm just saying, there's some missed opportunities. Black Cat, if you watch the movie, Black Cat would have been just, those scenes could have been the same, just with Black Cat instead of Black Widow. You know, I get why they brought these MCU characters into the movie. It's the MCU, Spider-Man's part of the bigger universe and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, this could have been, it would have been really good for the MCU and Spider-Man if they just brought more Spider-Man characters instead of just using MCU. I love the Hulk. I love seeing Spider-Man and the Hulk just go at it. Like, that shit was awesome. Don't get me wrong. That was one of the coolest fucking fight scenes ever. But at the same time, I'm just like, bro, he could have been the Lizard. That definitely could have been the Lizard right there. You know, like, and like I said, I already said, like, Black Widow could have been Black Cat, and it would have been such a cool thing to see as well. Like, oh shit, Black Cat, like him and Black Cat, they already know each other. Like, it was, I mean, yeah, off screen, but just like they introduced her that way, and like, oh, Felicia, okay, like that would have been so cool. Like, they got like Jean the Wolf. Punisher was great. That's another thing. I'm just going back and forth with the things that I love and the things that I not so loved, you know. Just Punisher was fucking awesome. I loved the chemistry between Pete and Frank Castle. I loved it. It was so good. Jean the Wolf also, like the phone calls, the scenes with them together, man, when they take her out, this is gonna be horrible. That shit is gonna be crazy. Oh gosh, man, it was great. Jean the Wolf and everything was great. My mind kind of like blew up a little bit when he called her that. I was just like, oh, that's Jean the Wolf. Okay, that's some Spider-Man shit. I was excited, but that's it. Everything else is just MCU stuff. All the other characters is just MCU stuff. We got some cool stuff with Scorpion, but not really. He was mostly mind controlled, you know. He was part of that montage at the beginning of the movie too, but after that, it was just when he showed up again, he was being mind controlled, and it's just like, what the fuck? The whole time I was just like, bro, they just missed that opportunity to introduce these characters into the MCU, build more Spider-Man stuff, because Spider-Man alone is just so fucking big without any of the other Marvel characters. He's just so big, bro. It doesn't make sense how big he is.
Hey,
all
yo.
the characters that's like associated with Spider-Man, it's crazy. Why didn't y'all just do that? And I gotta say this, like damage control again. I don't know if anybody like remembers, but in the very first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, damage control is the reason why Vulture became the Vulture. He got fired from damage control. So I was just like, again, damage control is the bad guy, is the reason the bad guy is the bad guy again. Why didn't y'all just do Oscorp? It kind of threw me off a little bit. I was like, they easily could have just did Oscorp here. Like Oscorp, everything that happened to Jean Grey and her sister in the movie, that's some Oscorp shit. That's some evil ass Oscorp shit. The main guy, like the CEO, he could have been Norman Osborn. I don't even remember his fucking name. I'm just gonna say, like, I don't remember that guy's name from the movie. Like, I've been trying to, like, I'm gonna just look it up or something. But he could have been Norman. They could have easily just made him Norman Osborn. Like, they made the nigga black in the cartoon, the new cartoon. So I'm just saying, like, you could have just did Oscorp here. That's kind of the points that I take away from the movie. I just wish the whole time I was like, this is some peak Spider-Man shit, but it's just like there's still something missing. Every other Spider-Man movie, a slightly more Spider-Man stuff to it, live action wise. Like the live action Spider-Man movie Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse are still overall the best Spider-Man movies we'll ever get. Into the Spider-Verse is still my favorite Spider-Man movie, like period. But like in terms of live action, like all other live action movies had more Spider-Man stuff. This movie, Brand New Day, they just brought back characters from the previous movies. And I mean, yeah, they did bring in Punisher. He was introduced in a Spider-Man comic. And then Jean the Wolf, like she's such a core, another significant character, like another very important character in the Spider-Man like lore, bro. So I was happy to see that, like both him and Punisher and him and Jean the Wolf like interacting, and just wow, that shit was awesome. I just wish we had more of that. I wish we got Black Cat instead of Black Widow. I wish we got the Lizard instead of Bruce Banner. I wish it was Oscorp instead of Damage Control all over again. I wish it was Norman. Like it just, like literally they just wrote it a little bit differently and just made these characters like, just like I said, just swap out the characters. It could have been like, it would have worked the same. The outcome, everything would have been the same. It's just like, but just more Spider-Man. It would have been the perfect Spider-Man movie. It's so good. Like everything else except for that stuff was so good. On point. If they just did that, if they just swap out those characters, this I would not be making this video. I just feel like they dropped the ball on that. But it doesn't ruin the entire movie for me. It's still great. So many good moments, so many moments that hit me hard. Especially like how I've been feeling recently. I've been fucking depressed for the past few months, dog. This movie, I felt seen. Like I felt like I've been feeling so alone. This movie just kind of, it kind of lifted me up a little bit. But yeah, it's just that part, that the fact that they did Bruce Banner and Black Widow and not Oscorp and all that stuff. I really just wish they just did that instead, because you could have still used Jean Grey as the main antagonist and everything else. Everything else just, I feel like you could have just swapped out for more Spider-Man stuff. The ending for Jean Grey, I wish we kind of had a moment where she met up with the X-Men, like full blown, just have a bald nigga just roll up to her in a wheelchair, or just a girl, a blue woman with red hair, or just a nigga with red shades just walking up to her, something like that, to let us know like she's with a new family now. She's good. Like, I mean, she's super powerful. This is still Jean Grey. They got her powers very right. She is strong in this movie. Very powerful. Scary, powerful. She's gonna be all right. But I just wish we got a moment where she met up with the X-Men in the MCU. That would have been really cool. Honestly, I mean, I know we're getting the X-Men again in the Doomsday soon, but I just wish they did that, you know? I loved and was confused. I can't say hate. I don't hate this movie. I don't hate anything about this movie. The ending kind of threw me off. And I have a few theories. Throughout the movie, you see him go to this flower shop, or just this shop in general, and he picks up some flowers to go and take to Aunt May's grave. At the end of the movie, he's doing it again. He's got the flowers, but Ned is there just chilling. MJ, she already kind of figured it out, like Peter's been lying, but she doesn't remember him. And that scene, like I said, with him and Zendaya was so like, ouch. It was so good, bro. They acted their ass off in that scene, bro. It was so good. But yeah, she found the note that we've been hearing in the trailers and in the movie. She found the note, she read it, and she found that like Peter he didn't tell them, basically. He hid him so he could protect them. Didn't tell them who he was and all that stuff. And yeah, and even though she read it, she couldn't remember him. She was like, dog, I know you wrote this letter for her. When she said that, I was like, damn. But it's just like, dog, I don't know you. I don't love you. And it's just like, I'm feeling it. I'm still feeling it. That was such a powerful, just ouch scene, bro. Like that shit just hurt. I don't know what happened, but at the end of the movie, he goes up to Ned, he introduces himself again, he tells him his name, I'm Peter, he shakes hand, and when they shake hands, he starts to do their signature handshake, you know, with the at the end of the movie, with the all that stuff from No Way Home. He does the same handshake, and something just clicks in Ned's head. He just like, Peter. And then that's how it ends. And before that, they also showed MJ at the same rooftop that they were in. I think it was also in the second movie, but in the third movie, at that rooftop where they were just talking to each other, what they're gonna do after high school, you know, go off to college and all that stuff. They also have flashback scenes in the Brand New Day movie. Like she goes to that very same rooftop and she's holding on to the necklace that he gave her in, I think, the second movie, Far From Home. And she's just looking off into the sunset. So it's kind of hinting at she's starting to remember too. You know, it doesn't like explicitly show that she remembers the same way at the end with Ned. Ned remembers Peter. Like, Peter. It confused me because like she read the note. He explained everything, what happened in that note, and none of it clicked. She said like nothing. Like, I don't remember you at all. I don't know nothing. And also Gene also took control of MJ. That scene was also very when they kissed, and at first he was like, oh, you remember me, but she was just being mind controlled. It was just Gene playing games with him. That scene was just like, I'm glad it was like that, but it made me uncomfortable. I was like, ugh. He did like yeah, so she took control of you and we did kiss because I thought you remembered, but it was just mind control, and I'm sorry for that. And she's like, yeah, I don't even remember. It's like, that's why it confused me. The ending confused me because of that scene. Like, it was just, the spell worked. They shouldn't remember, but it just seems like they remember now for some reason. And I got my theories because of the post-credit scene. There is a post-credit scene in this movie. The post-credit scene shows, I don't know, they have a Spider-Man tracker basically, and the spider tracker shows him going off somewhere into space. That could mean we could see him in Secret Wars, because I think Secret Wars is supposed to come after Doomsday, and we'll probably get the symbiote and everything else. That'd be really cool if they do that shit. My theory is like, if it is because of that, like if their memory, maybe the spell is starting to break because of the incursions. The universe, like everything is starting to be unstable, and so yeah. Or Jean Grey unlocked the memory of Peter. I only say that because at the end they made a connection. It's because of him that she didn't go too far into the darkness. She's just like him. And throughout this movie, she's alone. She lost her sister. She was searching for her sister throughout the whole movie. And it's because of him, like, you know, he found himself. He accepted the evolution and all that stuff, you know, like I'm Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I'm both. And I don't have to do this alone. And he tells her that you don't have to do this alone. I'm here. You know, I'm with you. He shows her the memory that he had with Aunt May and everything, and it hit her, and it's just like, we're both special. You know, we can do this together. You know, you don't have to do this. You don't have to kill these people and all that stuff. He saved her. I feel like maybe because of that, she decided to go off, and she kept him alive with her mind. Like she kept him alive because he did get shot. Punisher ended up shooting him. And I was like, oh shit, are they gonna kill him? Like, that's how the movie's gonna end? Are we gonna see Miles? For a second, that's what I thought they were gonna go to, but no, they didn't do that. But yeah, so because of that, like, he saved her and all that stuff, I was thinking maybe she went into Ned's and MJ's minds and unlocked that memory of Peter. for them, you know? Maybe. I would like to think it's the Jean Grey did it. More than likely, it's because of the incursions. And whatever's gonna happen in Doomsday and Secret Wars, it's probably because of that. It's a really good movie. I loved every ounce of it. It was so good. It was just, I wish we got more Spider-Man stuff. I wish it was Kurt Connors instead of Bruce Banner. I wish it was Felicia Hardy instead of Yelena. I wish it was Norman Osborn instead of whatever the fuck that guy's name was. I wish it was Oscorp instead of Damage Control. Seriously. You got Jean DeWolf and the Punisher. You got this cool ass montage with all his villains and all that stuff. It just would have made so much more sense. It would have made it at such a really good Spider-Man, like the perfect live action Spider-Man movie if you just did that instead of more MCU stuff. Honestly, that's all I really wanted to say. 8, 9 out of 10 movie. I don't really care to do ratings and all that stuff. I just know I love this movie, and I know a lot of people are gonna love this too. It's so good. Y'all take it easy. I've never really made a video like this before, but just I felt very passionate about this. I really love Spider-Man, so yeah, we'll see what happens with this. Peace out.